Welcome to DDevOps Academy. Today we're focusing on Jenkins, one of the most powerful automation servers in DevOps. Jenkins helps teams streamline continuous integration and continuous delivery, making software delivery faster, more reliable, and easier to manage. Let's dive in and see how Jenkins can transform your workflow. In DevOps Academy, continuous integration means developers merge their changes into the main branch frequently. Each change is validated through builds and automated tests, ensuring the application stays stable. By automating testing, teams avoid last-minute integration issues and deliver reliable software faster. Continuous delivery builds on continuous integration by automatically deploying code changes to testing or production environments after the build stage. With automated testing and release processes, teams can deploy at any time with just a click. The real benefit comes from releasing small, frequent batches, making troubleshooting easier and ensuring faster, more reliable delivery. Continuous deployment takes automation one step further than continuous delivery. Every change that passes all production pipeline stages is released directly to customers, no human intervention needed. This accelerates feedback, removes the stress of release days, and lets developers see their work go live within minutes. Jenkins is a powerful open-source automation tool designed for continuous integration and delivery. It helps developers build, test, and deploy software efficiently with minimal manual effort. With support for multiple languages and tools, over 1,800 plugins, and a scalable architecture, Jenkins provides real-time feedback and customizable pipelines. Backed by a strong community, it's a cornerstone of modern CI/CD workflows. To install Jenkins, start by setting up Java, since Jenkins runs on it. Next, add the Jenkins repository and authentication key to your system. Once that's done, install Jenkins using the package manager. Finally, you can access Jenkins through your browser at localhost:8080 and adjust settings in the Jenkins configuration file. This setup prepares your environment for building and automating CI/CD pipelines. A Jenkins Freestyle project is a simple yet powerful way to automate CI/CD tasks. It lets you pull code, run builds, and trigger actions, all through a user-friendly interface. With flexible triggers, multiple build steps, and plugin support, it's perfect for compiling code, packaging apps, or running tests without writing a single script. This example shows how Jenkins integrates with GitHub to run a Maven build. First, create a Freestyle project, then configure your Git repository with the correct URL and credentials. Set up build triggers like SCM polling or cron jobs, add a Maven build step with your goals, and finish with post-build actions such as archiving artifacts or sending notifications. Once saved, you can build and view results instantly in the console output. We're looking at Jenkins Parameterized projects. A parameterized project lets you define inputs before triggering a build, like version numbers, environment choices, or even files. Jenkins supports different parameter types: strings, choices, booleans, files, and passwords. Once you select your parameter, Jenkins executes the build using that input, and then continues with post-build steps such as deployment, notifications, or archiving. In short, parameters make your builds flexible, reusable, and tailored to different environments. With Jenkins, you can deploy apps to different environments using parameters. Create a Freestyle project, enable parameters, and add a choice for dev, staging, or prod. Add a shell step that runs the deploy script with the selected environment. Save, build with parameters, and Jenkins handles the deployment automatically. Jenkins pipeline projects let you define your build process as code. They support multi-stage workflows like build, test, and deploy, with options for parallel execution and integration with Git, Docker, and Kubernetes. You can choose between declarative pipelines for simplicity or scripted pipelines for full flexibility. The big advantage is reusability. Your pipeline lives in Git, easy to replicate, track, and extend across environments. This example shows a declarative Jenkins pipeline for a Java application. We define a choice parameter for environments: dev, staging, or prod. The pipeline runs stages like checkout from Git and build with Maven. From there, you can extend it with test, deploy, and post-build steps, making the process automated and environment-specific. This pipeline runs tests, deploys to the chosen environment, and includes post-build actions for success or failure. The stages follow a clear CI/CD flow: checkout, build, test, deploy, and post-build steps. Freestyle projects are simple. Parameterized builds add flexibility, and pipelines give full control for production-grade automation. Jenkins pipelines can be written in two styles, declarative and scripted. Declarative syntax is simpler, with a clear hierarchy of stages like build, test, and deploy. Scripted syntax offers full flexibility with Groovy, but is more complex. Both approaches let you define CI/CD as code, giving control and automation for your builds. Jenkins pipelines can be written in two styles, declarative and scripted. Declarative syntax is simpler, with a clear hierarchy of stages like build, test, and deploy. Scripted syntax offers full flexibility with Groovy, but is more complex. Both approaches let you define CI/CD as code, giving control and automation for your builds. This cheat sheet shows how to use environment variables, post actions, and scripted pipelines in Jenkins. Environment variables let you pass values like the target environment. Post actions handle success, failure, or cleanup after a build. Scripted pipelines, written in Groovy, give full flexibility to define stages like build, test, and deploy. Together, these features make pipelines powerful and adaptable. Jenkins provides built-in environment variables that give context to each build. For example, build number, job name, and workspace path. You also get URLs for the job and build, plus identifiers like executor and node name. These variables make it easy to reference build details inside your pipeline scripts without hard-coding values. Here are some key Jenkins tips for beginners. Start with freestyle projects to learn the basics, then move to pipelines. Use clear job names and always archive artifacts for reuse. Automate builds with triggers and add parameters for flexibility. Learn Jenkinsfile syntax early, and use post actions for notifications, cleanup, or downstream jobs. These practices build a strong foundation for mastering Jenkins. These tasks help students practice Jenkins step by step. Start with a freestyle project and print a simple message. Then build a Java or Python app and archive the artifact. Create a parameterized job to deploy to different environments. Set up automatic triggers with polling or cron. Integrate Jenkins with Docker to build and run containers. Finally, add post-build actions like notifications or archiving. Together, these tasks build a solid foundation in CI/CD. GitHub Actions is a cloud-native CI/CD system built right into GitHub, perfect for developers who want automation without managing servers. Jenkins, on the other hand, is a full automation server you install and customize, ideal for enterprises and complex workflows. In short, GitHub Actions offers simplicity and integration, while Jenkins provides flexibility and full control. Use GitHub Actions when your code is on GitHub and you want fast setup with minimal maintenance. Use Jenkins when you need deep customization, full control over agents, or advanced pipelines for enterprise environments. GitHub Actions is cloud-hosted with simple YAML workflows and auto-scaling runners, great for GitHub-centric projects. Jenkins is self-hosted, highly customizable with thousands of plugins, and ideal for complex enterprise pipelines. In short, GitHub Actions offers ease, while Jenkins delivers full control. Jenkins gives deep customization and full control, but requires infrastructure management. GitHub Actions is cloud-native, fast to set up, and scales automatically. In short, Jenkins suits complex enterprise workflows, while GitHub Actions is ideal for modern GitHub teams focused on speed and simplicity.